You might have had a philosophical thought before, and it was probably something like this. How do I know I exist, or is this a simulation? This question has been asked by philosophers for thousands of years, but there's another question that almost nobody asks. How are we able to ask these questions in the first place? Most animals are aware of what's around them, and some are aware that they exist. A test called the red dot test is done on animals to test their self-awareness. A red dot is placed somewhere on their body, normally around their head, and if they notice something is different about themselves when placed by a mirror, then it shows that they are aware of what they are and what they look like. It's pretty impressive that a form outside of humans are aware of their consciousness. However, humans are on a far more complex level of this. We are able to form thoughts questioning our existence rather than only being aware of it. But all of this drives toward the question I have. How are we able to question it? How are humans capable of questioning their own existence? Thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre, Martin Heidegger, and Soren Kierkegaard argued that humans have a unique existence that precedes essence, because we are not born with a predetermined purpose, like a rock or a knife is. We are uniquely burdened with the freedom and necessity to question and create our own meanings. This means that we are born in this world to have freedom over our own mind and to question things rather than having a predetermined purpose. Unlike most things in the universe, we don't simply exist. We can step back and think about our own thoughts. We can ask why we're here and what our purpose is, and whether our understanding of reality is even correct. We aren't unique because we simply exist. We're unique because we can reflect on our own existence. We don't just think, we can think about our thinking. This creates a strange loop of the mind using itself to think about itself. Somehow, our consciousness is capable of looking inward and examining the very thing that's doing the examining. But how did this ability develop? At some point, humans gained a level of self-awareness that allowed us to not only experience reality, but to question our place within it. We became capable of asking questions about our beliefs, our purpose, our existence, and even our own minds. Maybe the reason we're able to question ourselves is because of self-awareness reached a point where it became reflective. Instead of simply knowing that we exist, we became capable of knowing that we know we exist. And once that happened, questions became unavoidable. So perhaps the most important philosophical question isn't, do I exist? The moment you ask that question, there's already a thinker asking it. Maybe the deeper question is, how did the universe create something capable of wondering whether it exists at all?